Bem, boas pessoal, vamos lá começar. O segundo acto da Imperatrix Umbrosa, Cleansing Light.
Every journey.
Estou para fazer esta missão há bastante tempo e finalmente tive a oportunidade de fazer. Vamos ver como é que acaba aqui a história da Raiden. Se eu não estou em erro, acho que já encontrei a Raiden para aqui de forma random. Já falei com ela e ela depois manda encontrar estas marcas. Oh. Estranho. Ok. Ok, não é nada disto. Tinha a impressão. Será que é para cima? Ok, não parece ser nada disto.
Rise!
Ah, sério. Fiz o bait até agora. Ah, não posso usar. Ok. Ah, já vi o próximo. Ok, afinal continua aqui. Wait. Estava aí na direção contrária.
Quake!
Ok, na direção certa. Está vendo? No lado oposto. Opa!
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this?
Jesus.
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey, but
Nem vai ser outra,
why would they
provavelmente.
appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
Okay.
We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know?
Eu lembro-me do Tape.
Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
What?
I don't know how long we can hold out
Deve ser do
for.
passado.
But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Damn.
It's the Shogun? You're back.
Acho que sim. Agora não posso, já vi, sorry.
Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for
Já
the
fizeste esta
beasts.
missão, já vi.
Calm down. The war you speak
Over
of is over.
eternamente. I know, no problem.
Over?
Damn.
But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember.
Não
There
gostaste da
are
story
no
quest da
monsters,
raid,
nor is
já
there
vi.
anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how?
É uma coisa.
Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my
Gosto muito
comrades to
deste.
shreds with my own eyes.
Ok, está melhor assim.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh.
True.
I understand. Almighty Shogun.
Eu estou a fazer mais para desbloquear a semanal. E fazer ainda antes
Yes,
de
we were
testar.
right to place our trust in the almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank
An
you.
eternity
Your
again.
Excellency.
Damn.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, let's go.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Não faças mais inveja, já
I
vi.
can't even begin to
Pois.
understand what that was all about. But
Mas eu fiz um bom dinheiro também, já vi. Eu já estou
feel
com
so sad and hopeless.
93
If I am not
MKs.
mistaken,
Portanto, é
what
compensado.
we just saw was a samurai's memory that was
Eu dei os
buried
ídolos
in
ao
the land.
trabalho,
The
portanto vocês
sacred
podem dropar à
sakura can
vontade.
absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the
Não
cracks in
queres
the
pena,
trunk.
quando vieres
and
nem vais
formed a
conseguir, vai-te
physical
voltar a
entity.
acabar a missão.
An entity formed
Damn.
with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
That's scheming.
In a-
Alright.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Fireman,
Yes.
please.
That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time.
Pelo que eu vi pela quest
Some
que
were locally
mandaste,
origin,
é só comprar as
while
coisas. A não ser que seja preciso
Others
farmar
came
alguma
from the
coisa.
now fallen kingdom of Kanria.
Não é? O que é que
The
é preciso fazer
disaster
mais?
in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her
Estou nessa
disposal to
parte agora,
combat the
temos que
threat.
fazer mais cenas
I could
agora.
tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, We both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So,
Alright.
Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Conria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Yeah, para quem viu o trailer da Raiden, o backstory dela é que basicamente
After my clash with human ambition, I thought long
muitos dos
and hard.
companheiros dela acabaram por
Now I
morrer
realize
e ela
I
acabou por
cannot
ficar sozinha
fixate on the past forever.
nesta eternidade.
When I
Ainda assim,
traveled around
nem
Inazuma with
desculpou
you, I caught a glimpse
tudo o
of how
mal
the
que
nation
fez
has progressed over
em
the
Inazuma.
centuries. A
Mas
glimpse
pronto,
of
parece que
human potential.
não vai haver
Everything far
payback em
exceeded
relação a
my
isso.
expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters.
True.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I
Inazuma's
honored
god.
their wishes.
Damn.
Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will
Alright.
never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
Alright, alright.
As expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me.
Esta Raiden é tão boa quanto a minha. Nem por isso. Oh, ele tá com novas. Really?
Illusion shattered! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
E usaram dois de ulti dela.
Shine down! Ha! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Jesus. Que mal otimização nesta parte da quest.
Huh?
Alright,
Something seems wrong with A.
let's keep moving.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go!
Foi nerfada para começar.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Forma weird de nerfar a Raiden, mas pronto.
Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We
Ora,
definitely need to tell the commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
I don't hold man blind.
Furuyama?
Furuyama.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Okay.
He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required.
All right.
It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years.
Isto é basicamente uma side quest na main quest. Então por esta parte.
Beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart. A true dreamer.
Wow.
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the Almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then.
No filme plot point muito bem integrado na história. Nunca sabemos quais é que eles estão a referir. Se é a Rei ou é a Bal.
Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... Where... I hope the others didn't smash it.
Stop, my dude.
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
Só espero que não tenha que voltar para ser uma chave de café. De chá.
Complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well,
Please
okay.
stop.
I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Alright.
Where should we go to find a tea?
Nah.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it
Damn. A sério. Camiseta este. Incrível. Vamos beber chá agora no meio desta quest. God damn.
I'm also feeling...
Eu gosto de chá.
It's the
Mas
traveler.
tempo errado.
And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away.
Damn, yoink it.
Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
Damn.
No.
É o Baldate Parte 2.
I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right...
Ok. Ela buscar o chá para nós.
It's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon meant
sorry.
to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister.
Raiden Makoto.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it.
Gaf me
The
informatie
philosophy
van
of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
E estes eram opostos.
They are similar, but not identical.
I
When
mean,
you
nada a
came
ver.
charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me.
Eu que nos fiz ganhar
Não.
esta batalha.
It seems like she was right. While I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Ok. It seems more in line with how humans view the world. Parece que sim.
It does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you
Alright.
feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one.
It's quite beautiful.
Ok.
Thank you.
You are too kind.
Mas que podemos
A
ver
humble
já.
servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good,
Alright.
sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too
Ah,
long.
mas eles por 500 anos, o que é que seria mais? Um minuto ou dois. Eu quero alterar para uma parte mais mobile.
Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Ter um caso ajudava. Whatever.
Let's finish this quickly. Oh, no.
Jesus
My
Christ.
wire is broken.
Ah, pois eu tenho que endereçar. Faço isso depois um dia destes, depois tenho que esperar mais para baixo.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Who knows?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long.
Honestly, fico mais satisfeito com este
As was
resultado.
the case with the
Acho
memory
que
we
ir
saw
buscar
earlier.
uma chave de chá.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
Don't worry, we'll have
We
it.
didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The
Damn.
information held in the ley lines is complex and
Até eu
disorderly.
senti-me mal pelo Paimon.
The
Não
fact
vou
that we were
ser.
able to meet him to begin with was a
Isso é
miracle
raro.
of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
Wait. Ela não sabe cozinhar,
The
será que
tea
ela
is
sabe
ready.
fazer tea?
Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
Damn.
Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Oh shit.
The events of 500 years ago
Some backstory.
not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She
Yeah.
died in that disaster too?
Yeah, dá para perceber.
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me.
Kinda.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist.
Wait, really?
Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this
Oh,
time,
damn.
the circumstances were
think
so
I'm-
grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
Ok, isso faz sentido. Eu tinha a impressão que a Mako teria enfrentado algo, alguém extremamente poderoso que nem ela conseguiria enfrentar e teria morrido nessa situação. E tinha a impressão que o Mako seria no mesmo nível que a Raiden, pelo menos nesse tempo passado. Então, agora faz mais sentido. Ok.
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me?
Andrea, onde é
It
que eu
was
ouvi
there
esse
and
nome?
then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
Damn.
As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
Ok.
That's quite a story.
Ainda assim justifica os seus pecados, mas...
I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Appeared?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes.
Damn, now.
She had such a great love for this land, and for its people.
Literalmente a árvore que nós colocamos
In this respect, I still do not compare to
os
her.
nossos
I
eletroseals.
once told myself that
É
I
a
would
reencarnação de
never speak
Makoto.
of these
Faz
events
sentido,
again.
I guess.
Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat.
Damn,
And
that's
it's time
deep.
I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Brother. I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on
Who
what we've learned
knows?
so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Foi o nosso irmão que o matou.
I wasn't
Damn.
there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So,
Faz sentido.
Oh,
I am afraid I can't help you.
Ninguém pode, temos que chegar mais ao final de todas as nações.
That's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well.
Com isto a cleansing line acaba.